Welcome to Trans Tuesday, where on this Tuesday it gets extra trans because we talk about trans things. I'm just trying to do a really quick video because I'm also going to be getting on a bus to go to Toronto for the week. So a lot of packing and things need to happen. But anyway, so recently I've been having like a really shit time with like mental health and dysphoria and all these things, and because of a lot of changes in my life, I've had to like rethink how I cope, how I recenter myself, refocus myself, and it's been a lot, and I don't think I've really figured it out yet, but I know enough to like get through things and to be able to still be doing things and be excited, um, and I want to share that with you. So if you've been paying attention to my very like inconsistent posting of videos or whatever, you would have seen that in the past 8 months to a year I've moved a couple times. I'm in a different city now, a different city now. So everything that encompasses is what's been going on, and myself, I love routine. I do so well with routine. So with all these changes, as much as I love change, it's been throwing me for a bit. And as with there's like just change in where I'm living and trying to like do things and making more friends, making new friends, finding community, and all of that. Also, just like as I grow as a person, as I understand myself more, I'm like, oh, this is what dysphoria looks like now for me or today. And these are the things that I need to think about and that I want to figure out and stuff. And I know I've like kind of alluded more to like bottom dysphoria in my past videos, and that's definitely become a larger thing that I've been thinking about and trying to figure out. And I've spent so many hours like researching doctors, looking at like reading blogs, people's experiences, watching videos and stuff. Uh, but it's definitely been hard. It's hard when I know I have so many things I want to be doing and I want to be creating and I want to be making, and like people I want to see, people I want to like get in contact with. Like my list of people that I need to reply to or like connect with is just growing every single day, and all these things are growing every single day. And so something that I've been trying to work on remembering is that the number of things I cross off on my list does not correlate with whether or not I'm a successful human, if I'm functional, if I am like quote unquote normal or average, and finding what are the small routines that I can continue to have and like connect with that will just kind of like bring me back to some sort of equilibrium, regardless of where I am, regardless of what I'm doing, and be able to still have the things that I want to be doing and trying to put my energy into that. But honestly, it's tiring. I am so tired all the time. And I've had to accept that some nights I'm going to sleep 10 hours and I'm going to wake up and I'm going to want to go back to sleep. But I can get up and do things. And I understand that being able to let myself sleep for 10 hours and let myself like take very slow days is a privilege. Like I have the security of that. I have that support that I can do that. And I think this is one directed to folks. Be like, definitely, if you need to take slow days, take slow days. Be gentle with yourselves. Like we are growing, changing people, and we're getting to know ourselves more every single day, and that is tiring. And it's tiring to live in a world that is not made for you, isn't continuously being created in opposition to you. And so that's okay. It's okay to think this world is shitty. It's okay to not want to like interact with the world. That is okay. But also on the other side of that is like people that want to be supporting folks. Like, how can you make that person's life secure so they can take those slower days, take those days, and have that safety to be gentle with themselves. And I think it's both of those things happening at the same time that can allow for like a community of care, for people to figure things out at their own speed and be supported. For me, it's been a very long time since I've had to actually think about strategies and think about what are things that are affecting me and how can I live that I feel very rusty. But I think I'm figuring things out. Like I read this really cool article the other day when I was like, dysphoria was super bad, and I was just like, I don't know how to like get past this right now. And I read this article about like by this Armenian trans guy, and he was talking about remembering that he's not just like a trans guy. He's a guy. He's an Armenian guy. He's an Armenian man, and connecting to his culture and connecting that way like alleviated things. And for me that really resonated because I am not just a trans guy. I'm not just a guy. I'm like I have so many other parts of me that intersect into like my being that like I cannot just look at my dysphoria and I cannot just look at like whatever is going on in my brain and be like, oh, I can use this very simple, straightforward method to deal with it. No, because it's all connected. Like everything is connected with myself and all of it interacts with each other. So thinking about how do I like live in a world and that is not just like not built for my transness, but for various other identities, and how does that all connect with like my strategies? How does that all connect with my mental health? How does that all connect, especially like with my dysphoria, and having space to know that like it's larger than just my transness. It's larger than that, and being able to figure out what that means for me. And like for myself, like recently I've started doing just like a morning like sun salutation yoga practice, and I've realized that like doing that in the morning, doing that is like sometimes the single time in the day where my brain is like quiet, and being able to connect with that part of myself, connect with that part of like my ethnicities, my culture, things that have been lost because of various like historical things, and also just letting myself connect with my body outside of like thinking of gender. And for me that has been really powerful, and I'm really excited to explore more into that and figure out more like what that actually looks like. But today I'm excited. I'm going to be going to Toronto. It's been a while. I'm nervous, but I'm also excited. It's complicated, but I'm excited for a change of scenery and to be inspired to be creating different things. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button. Also, feel free to comment or send me a message. Let me know how you're doing. And yeah, if you're in Toronto, hit me up. Love to connect with you. Have a great day. Be safe. Peace.